The Lava Princess and the Eruption of Mount Ignix. Once in a realm of molten rivers and fiery skies, there stood a grand lava castle, home to the fiery-haired lava princess named Seraphina. Her skin bore a gentle tan, mirroring the warm glow of ember, and her striking blue eyes sparkled like sapphires against the incandescent landscape. Seraphina, with her delicate elfin ears, was not only a beacon of beauty, but also of strength. Her parents, the king and queen of the Lava Kingdom, though protective, knew that their daughter possessed a fiery spirit capable of facing any adversity. Seraphina's closest companion was Pyro, a majestic lava tiger whose stripes glowed like flowing magma. Together, they were an inseparable duo, admired and respected by all who lived under the smoky skies of their volcanic kingdom. One fateful day, as Seraphina and Pyro roamed the scorching fields near the kingdom, the ground trembled beneath their feet. It was Mount Ignix, the colossal volcano that loomed over their land, beginning to stir from its slumber. Wisps of smoke unfurled into the sky, and a deep rumble echoed through the valley. The kingdom was in peril as it faced an impending eruption. Without hesitation, Seraphina knew what she must do. She returned to her castle, donning her armor made of cooled lava, and setting off toward the awakening giant. The king and queen were fraught with worry, but trusted their daughter's valiant heart. As she approached the base of Mount Ignix, the ground split with fierce cracks, spewing lava and ash. The air thickened with smoke, yet Seraphina pressed forward. She knew of an ancient spell passed down through generations that could soothe the anger of the volcano. Standing at the edge of a fiery crevasse, Seraphina recited the incantation. Her words melded with the heat waves, her voice steady despite the chaos around her. Pyro roared alongside her, his own fiery breath merging with the spell's power. As the final words left her lips, a miraculous sight unfolded. The lava flows began to slow, and the ground's shaking subsided. The dark clouds of ash cleared, revealing a starlit sky. Seraphina's spell had calmed the mighty Mount Ignix, averting disaster. Returning to her kingdom, Seraphina was greeted with cheers and adoration. Her parents embraced her, their hearts swelling with pride at their daughter's courageous act. The Lava Kingdom was safe once more, its people forever grateful for their lava princess. Seraphina stood before her people, her blue eyes gleaming with pride and determination. She had not only protected her kingdom, but had also proven her capability to reign one day. With Pyro by her side, she promised to always guard their fiery world. Thus, the legend of the Lava Princess grew, a tale of bravery and magic that would be told for generations to come, inspiring all who heard it to face their challenges with courage and hope. The Lava Princess and the Crystal Caverns. After the great calming of Mount Ignix, peace returned to the Lava Kingdom. But Seraphina, the Lava Princess, with her ever-curious and adventurous spirit, knew that there were still many mysteries within her fiery realm waiting to be discovered. Accompanied by her loyal companion, Pyro, the lava tiger, Seraphina set out to explore the lesser-known regions of her kingdom. One morning, while wandering through a particularly desolate stretch of volcanic fields, Seraphina stumbled upon an entrance to a hidden cavern, veiled by the thick mists of thermal steam. The entrance bore strange markings that shimmered faintly in the dim light, markings that spoke of ancient magic and old kingdom lore. Intrigued, Seraphina decided to explore these crystal caverns. Inside, the caverns were unlike anything else in the Lava Kingdom. Instead of the usual rivers of lava and fiery walls, these caverns were lined with radiant, heat-resistant crystals that glowed with an ethereal light. The air was warm and heavy, filled with a power that Seraphina could feel pulsing through the stone. As Seraphina and Pyro ventured deeper, they discovered that the caverns were not uninhabited. A tribe of crystal guardians, beings made of sparkling quartz, lived within the caverns. These guardians were initially wary of the intruders, but recognized the royal insignia that Seraphina wore. The leader of the guardians, a towering figure named Luminor, approached the princess. Luminor explained that the caverns were once part of an ancient magical network that stabilized the volcanic activity of the entire region. However, a key crystal, the Heartstone, had been stolen, causing instability throughout the land. Without it, not only the caverns, but also the entire Lava Kingdom faced eventual destruction. Determined to help, Seraphina offered to retrieve the Heartstone. Guided by Luminor's directions and accompanied by Pyro, she embarked on a quest that led her across barren landscapes and into the depths of rival territories. The journey was perilous, filled with natural hazards and creatures resistant to the royal family's rule. After days of searching, Seraphina and Pyro found the Heartstone in the clutches of a rogue fire giant who had stolen it to augment his own power. Using her wit and Pyro's strength, Seraphina challenged the giant to a duel of magic and might. As the battle raged, Seraphina used her knowledge of the ancient spells she'd learned from the Guardians and her experience with calming Mount Ignix. With a powerful chant and a surge of magical energy, Seraphina subdued the giant, reclaiming the Heartstone. She returned it to the Crystal Caverns, where Luminor gratefully restored it to its rightful place. The balance of the caverns was restored, and the volcanic activity around the kingdom began to stabilize once more. Seraphina's bravery and wisdom had once again saved her kingdom. Luminor, in gratitude, granted her a crystal pendant, promising that the Guardians would always come to her aid if needed. With new allies and a deeper understanding of her kingdom's magic, Seraphina and Pyro returned to the lava castle, ready for whatever challenges might come next. Thus, the saga of the Lava Princess continued, her legend flourishing with each adventure, a testament to her courage and her boundless desire to protect and explore her fiery world. The Lava Princess and the Frostbite Orb. After Seraphina, the Lava Princess, had restored balance to the Crystal Caverns, news of her deeds spread far and wide, even beyond the fiery borders of the Lava Kingdom. But, as is often the case, with great renown came new challenges. One cold morning, an unexpected visitor arrived at the gates of the Lava Castle, a messenger from the distant Frost Kingdom. The messenger, a cloaked figure with icicle-trimmed robes, requested an audience with Princess Seraphina. He carried with him a frost-covered scroll sealed with the icy sigil of the Frost Queen. The scroll revealed a dire situation. The Frostbite Orb, a magical artifact that maintained the climate of the Frost Kingdom, had begun to weaken. The Frost Queen sought Seraphina's help, hoping that the fiery magic of the Lava Kingdom could rekindle the orb's waning powers. Intrigued and eager to aid another realm, Seraphina accepted the invitation. She donned her armor, infused now with crystal enhancements from the caverns, and set forth on Pyro, who was more than ready for a new adventure. Together, they traveled across landscapes where the heat of the Lava Kingdom faded into the icy expanse of the Frost Kingdom. Upon arriving, Seraphina was greeted by the Frost Queen, a regal figure adorned in shimmering ice jewels. She led Seraphina to the heart of her icy palace, where the Frostbite Orb rested. Its light was dim, and the air around it was unnaturally cold, even for the Frost Kingdom. The Queen explained that the orb was powered by a primal energy source that was compatible with the fiery essence that Seraphina wielded. To rekindle the orb, Seraphina would have to perform a ritual that involved channeling her own fiery magic into the core of the Frostbite Orb, a task that no one from the Frost Kingdom could dare attempt due to their inherent nature. The ritual was risky. The mingling of opposing magics could potentially lead to catastrophic results. Nonetheless, Seraphina, with her characteristic bravery, agreed to proceed. Under the guidance of the Frost Queen, she began the delicate process of transferring her fiery energy into the orb. As Pyro watched guardedly, Seraphina chanted ancient incantations, her hands aglow with vibrant flames that danced closer to the chilling frost of the orb. The interaction between fire and ice was volatile, but Seraphina's control over her powers was steadfast. Slowly, the light within the Frostbite Orb began to strengthen, its glow intensifying with each passing moment. The air warmed slightly, a sign of the orb regaining its strength. Finally, with a burst of steam and a flash of light, the ritual was complete. The Frostbite Orb shone brightly once again, restored to its full glory. The Frost Kingdom felt an immediate shift as the creeping cold that had begun to take hold was pushed back, reinstating the delicate balance of ice. Grateful beyond words, the Frost Queen bestowed upon Seraphina a medallion made of the rarest ice diamonds, cold to the touch but resistant to melting. It symbolized the newfound alliance and friendship between their kingdoms. Seraphina and Pyro bid farewell to the icy realm, their hearts warm despite the surrounding cold. Returning home, Seraphina knew that her kingdom was not just a land of fire, but a beacon of hope for others, no matter how far or different. Her adventures had taught her that even the most opposing elements could find harmony, a lesson she carried with her as she continued to rule and protect her people with wisdom and valor. The Lava Princess and the Whispering Woods. After her icy expedition in the Frost Kingdom, Seraphina, the Lava Princess, found herself yearning for a new challenge. Little did she know, her next adventure was brewing not across vast kingdoms, but at the edge of her own domain, in the enigmatic Whispering Woods. These ancient woods were known for their dense, black trees whose leaves seemed to murmur secrets when the wind blew, a place few from the Lava Kingdom dared to enter because of its mysterious allure and the creatures it harbored. One evening, as the crimson sun dipped below the horizon, a disturbance arose from the direction of the woods. The trees, normally silent at dusk, were now echoing with an urgent whisper that reached the walls of the lava castle. Seraphina, ever the protector of her people, decided it was time to investigate these whispers herself. Dressed in her fiery armor, now etched with ice diamond symbols representing her bond with the Frost Kingdom, Seraphina set off towards the woods with Pyro at her side. As they approached, the air grew cooler, a stark contrast to the usual warmth of the volcanic plains, and the whispers became clear enough to discern words of warning and plea. "Save us!" The leaves rustled as Seraphina and Pyro ventured deeper into the woods. At the heart of the Whispering Woods, they found the source of the unrest. A group of ancient tree spirits, known as the arborals, were entangled in dark, thorny vines that seemed to drain their life force. These spirits were guardians of the forest, essential to the balance of nature in the region, including the Lava Kingdom. The arborals explained that the vines were the doing of a forgotten dark sorcerer who had recently awakened and sought to consume the life force of the forest to enhance his power. The sorcerer had been a legend, a shadowy figure in the stories told by old travelers. Now, he was a real threat not just to the Whispering Woods, but to all the lands that relied on the forest's vitality. Determined to help the arborals and protect her realm, Seraphina knew she had to confront the dark sorcerer. Using her knowledge of ancient spells and the power of her fiery and icy gifts, she and Pyro traced the source of the dark vines to an ancient, crumbling temple hidden deep within the woods. As they approached, the dark sorcerer emerged, his eyes glowing with a menacing light. A battle ensued, where Seraphina had to use all her skills and the dual nature of her powers. She combined her fiery magic with the frosty energy from the Frost Kingdom to create a series of explosive steam blasts that disoriented the sorcerer, while Pyro attacked the vines directly with his fiery breath, burning them away from the arborals. Finally, using a spell of sealing taught by the Frost Queen, Seraphina managed to trap the sorcerer within a crystal of ice and fire, neutralizing his threat permanently. With the sorcerer subdued, the vines withered away, and the forest began to heal. The arborals, grateful for their liberation, gifted Seraphina a crown woven from the leaves of the oldest tree in the forest. It was not only a crown of honor, but also a symbol of alliance between the Whispering Woods and the Lava Kingdom. Seraphina and Pyro returned to their castle, the whispers of the woods now singing praises of the fiery and wise Lava Princess. With each adventure, Seraphina's legend grew, as did her understanding that her duty was not just to rule, but to connect and protect all elements of her vibrant world.